Okay, we're at Energy in Quincy, Illinois, the bulk plant. I'm here with Buddy, and we're going to walk through the plant and kind of tell you what he has on his mind. Go ahead, Buddy.
We just need to replace our overfill alarms, and we kind of want to make them separate from the actual gauges. But we have a few tank gauges that eventually are going to need replaced. The tapes on them.
Okay, let's kind of walk around the plant and get the lay of the land here. Was that first tape needing replaced on this side, or is it on that side?
That side.
Okay. Side manholes, which is a kind of a safety thing, but it's good that they're on the side instead of up in the air. But it makes it harder to change things out when you got to empty the tank. I suggested that, Buddy, that we do this in the fall or in the winter because of the use of the system here. Old Mormon gauges. From what I understand, we bought some tapes, but I also know where to get the tapes just in case. And I know, Steve, you bought some extra supplies from them, like floats and gauges, but they're no longer in business right now. This has a Veeder-Root overfill protection alarm system that is obsolete and doesn't work consistently. So they want to replace it and put something in that will work consistently. Very similar to the Veeder-Root, but I'll look into what's available. As far as I know, there's no mechanical gauges or overfill devices for above ground tanks that are not crazy expensive, but I'll research all that. Now we have a tape that needs to be replaced on one of these. Which one was it? Was it this one?
That number tank 6.
Oh, 6, okay. Tank 6 needs the tape replaced. It's not reading correctly. So, and these are Mormon gauges. You can see how they did the overfill protection. They're riding the float is what they're doing with the probe. So, and that's typical. Just kind of get it. All side manholes. I have a tank chart as well that we can reference as far as getting what we need information wise where I configure the probes. These look like old Gorman rep pumps that have been pretty efficient, but they're just really loud. But they're not going to do anything with those at this time. I don't know about these actuator valves, how they play a role in this, but I'll look into it. It's probably tied into the fuel boss that we put in that opens the valves needed for filling.
This one tape needs to be replaced too, eventually.
This one needs to be replaced, okay? And that is tank 7. Right? Yep. Okay. Then we'll go inside the electrical room. All right. Jerry updated this before he left, at least we think so. But kind of give you an idea. Does that phone line work?
No.
Okay. You can see the Veeder-Root they have in here.
This phone service out here is cellular for the fuel boss.
Okay. Now the entire Veeder-Root system overfill prevention alarm is up here on top. I'm proposing that they moved that to down here where the load in is, just so it works better. It's pretty loud. He said they accidentally set it off one time. A guy was on a rack and he about fell off. But evidently it's not working consistently and we need to replace it. This must be the acknowledgement switch. You can test the system. And of course you know about the fuel boss. But anyway, I'm proposing that we put it down in this area. Maybe hang it off of this so there's no mistakes. Are all these correct, these clears and bio?
Except for the 11s should be 14. That's the only difference.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the B11 clear and the B11 red should be B14.
Okay.
But the rest is clear.
And then this, are you doing some kind of blending with this here?
That is whenever this float comes up, it sucks this. Whenever you're loading a red, it sucks the diesel out of here.
Okay.
Same with the gas. This one, if the gas, there's a float down there, and if it gets to that level, it turns, whenever you're loading gasohol, it'll turn that on.
Where does it go when you suck it? Does it go
It
into?
goes into when you're loading. I think it goes through this hose. No, where's it go? I know it goes when you're loading. It sucks it into when you're.
So what's it? Put it back in the truck?
Yeah, puts it in the truck.
You see those hoses? And that's what they're using this for.
Yeah.
Okay. And walk around here. And this is all top load, no bottom load.
That's just our door controls.
Oh, okay. How often do you have that cleaned out?
Well, we sucked the water out, but we haven't had it cleaned out on the wind. We've gotten into something that's on the list to do.
Okay. We have conduits down here that we can tie into. I would say this would probably be a pretty easy transition to go to a new alarm system. I think that's it, Steve. What I'll do is I'll turn this off and take some pictures. That part of the
Door.
door. Okay.